You know how AI generally just scrubs the internet for artists' work and then uses the conglomeration of all the stolen work to generate new images? Every time I see a prompt prompting me to upload my thoughts into a video or share my thoughts on social media or give my review or some sort of feedback online, which a lot of these companies, by the way, already claim as theirs in perpetuity once you upload your information into their servers. We never read the terms and conditions, but it's in there. By the way, every time I see some data collecting prompt, I project myself into a future where eventually somebody's going to take all of my words, all of my videos, everything that I've ever put in social media, and they're going to roll it into a product. And that product is going to be a digital clone of me. Some corporation is going to generate holographic clones programmed with everything that you've ever recorded, everything that you've ever uploaded into the internet. And AI will be used to organize, to extrapolate from all that data to create a copy of you to be placed in some futuristic version of a metaverse. It wouldn't be hard for AI to predict and project how you would theoretically behave in any given situation based on the data that it has already collected on you right now. And it wouldn't be difficult for said data to then be programmed into a hologram, and for that hologram to be offered up as some playable avatar in a simulation. So, in the future, somebody may be able to play as a digital version of you, much like one would play Mario, except it would be a decidedly much more complex Mario. Like instead of Mario just having certain catchphrases, for example, essentially everything that this hologram will say, think, or do will be pre-programmed with everything that you have been saying and thinking and doing and uploaded into social media right now. Think like ChatGPT meets deepfake videos, but project their capabilities about 10 years into the future, where such software will be infinitely much more complex, but also much more ubiquitous and cheap. And it wouldn't have to scrub the entire internet and then extrapolate data from some random question. It would just have to scrub your data specifically, gather that information, everything that you've ever typed into social media, everything that you've spoken into and around the microphone on your cell phone, everything you've ever put into search engine. They have that data now, by the way, everything you've ever liked, all of your snaps, everything you've ever purchased. It would gather all that information, scrub that data, and then spit out a clone of you. Think about how artists unknowingly uploaded their data, their art, into websites with hopes of just being able to share their work. And then think about what's happening to them now. And then think about how we've just been flagrantly offering bits of our data up to corporations who are definitely going to capitalize on the data that we have given to them in good faith. Your thoughts, your ideas, your likes have all been offered up as raw commodities for corporations to now harness and turn into a product. And to be perfectly honest, such a technology exists right now. An AI generated mind comprised of all of your online and offline data can be created of you right now. And I doubt that they would stop with a holographic clone. But I digress. Let's project this into the future. Let's say in the future, someone will be able to buy this digital clone of you and play as you in some sort of futuristic version of metaverse. You will be for sale. I think about the name Meta in metaverse and how meta is essentially self-referential. So if you're watching a movie or TV show and you see something that is a reference to the movie itself, that's called a meta reference. And I think about Facebook and what it's trying to do with metaverse, which is essentially a simulated universe. And the word meta in metaverse is also self-referential to perhaps the simulated universe that we may theoretically be living in. So if we are in a simulation, in theory, and if that theory is accurate, then that means that essentially everything that I'm thinking, saying, doing right now is a recording or an extrapolation of some more real person that I may be an avatar of. You may be a constructed personality of a more real person who had existed prior to your consciousness being uploaded into the avatar that you are presently playing as. which would then make this video a kind of a meta reference from within the simulation. A meta reference within a meta reference. Meta inception. So basically what I'm saying is that everything that I'm saying right now could potentially be generated by the AI that already controls our reality, theoretically. And that I may be some construct of some real person who existed somewhere in the past. Somewhere in the past, there was a more real version of Jolie who existed in a more real version of this world. But then who's to say that that Jolie in that world wasn't a construct as well? Maybe it's constructs all the way down.